Hey, what's going on, guys? Coming at you with a new deck profile for the November 2015 ban list, and today I'll be showing you guys my Ignites. Starting off with the Ignite monsters, we have the Free Templar, Free Paladin, Free Margrave, Free Cavalier, Free Gallant, and then finally the Free Veteran. I do apologize for the fact that I have two proxies there for the Templars. I'm hoping to get a hold of those pretty soon, but I still wanted to give you the deck profile since I pretty much have everything else. So with the Ignites, of course, they pretty much all have the same pendulum effect. You can destroy two Ignites pendulum scales to search out a Fire Warrior monster from your deck to your hand. The neat thing about that is if you want to, you can tech things in like Elemental Hero Blazeman and Ultimate Baseball Kid, since they are searchable off the Ignite cards, but you'll see once I get into the trap lineup why I decided to go in a different direction with those. And even though I do favor the level 4s, just because the rank 4 engine's a bit better than the rank 5s or rank 6s, I still like playing free of each of these to make 18 Ignites just for some extra consistency. Then for the final monster, we have the free Royal Magical Library. Obviously, all your pendulum scales count as spells, and then you'll see all the other spells I play that just help to build counters on Magical Library, to where if you open it with your other combos, you can easily get 2 free, even 4 extra draws off of it. So now for spells. Starting off, we have the free Summoner's Art, which can search out any of your level 5 or level 6 Ignites. The free Chicken Game, and then the free Upstart Goblin to turbo up the deck a bit more. Then we have the 2 Painful Decision. This is to replace the 2 Rhoda that we lost from the last ban list. With this card, you can send a level 4 or lower normal monster from your deck to your graveyard, and then you can add a monster with the same name from your deck to your hand. So you obviously use this to make sure that you can add your Templars or your Paladins to either set up your scales or to set up for a rank 4 play. Then for one-of spells, we have the 1 Ignition Phoenix. It's good because with its effect, you can just destroy 1 scale instead of 2 to add another Ignite from your deck to your hand. And then the extra 300 attack and defense boost can also be nice when you're trying to go for extra damage. Then for other one-ofs, we have the 1 Rhoda, and finally the 1 day apiece, because as you'll see here in a sec with the trap lineup, I'm going a bit more for the control aspect of Ignites versus the OTK aspect, so I don't really mind giving my opponent an extra turn of not being killed, because I'm going more for the control. I just want to get that extra card, and it can also help protect me in certain situations as well. So now for the traps. Starting off, we have probably the best trap card and best card in the deck, honestly, the free Tyrant's Throes. With this, you contribute 2 normal monsters to make it to where neither player can normal or special summon effect monsters. That obviously doesn't hurt you that much, since with your Ignites, they're all normal monsters, and you can just pendulum summon them turn after turn after turn. And what's really good about this, with how turbo based the deck is, even with this card in it, if you draw this with a pretty decent hand, you can very easily get like 4 to 5 Ignite monsters on the field with this in hand, and hopefully you can go into something like a Karen Gorgon or an Artifact Durendel that with this set can actually protect it. So that's what's really good about the deck and how it combos off with Tyrant's Throes. Then for one-up traps, we have the 1 Skill Drain. Obviously shuts off those monster effects, which this deck doesn't really need that much, considering everything in the main deck other than Magical Library is a normal monster. And then finally the 1 Vanity's Emptiness, just for another Floodgate Lockdown card. So that's it for the main deck. Total of 40 cards. It's 21 monsters, 14 spells, and 5 traps. Now on to the extra deck. So starting off with 4s, we have Abyss Dweller, Blade Armor Ninja for OTKs, Karen Gorgon to protect your floodgates, Castel, Dark Rebellion for more damage. I unfortunately do not own number 86 right now. It's another thing I'm hoping to get here soon. So if I had number 86, I'd probably replace this with 86, because you can easily, with this deck, with the 6 level 4 warriors you have, you can potentially make a number 86 with 4 to 5 materials, which in itself can be game. Diamond Dire Wolf, Cowboy, Excalibur, and then finally number 101. For rank 5s, we have Durendel, which along with Karen Gorgon is another way to protect your Tyrant's Throes or your Emptiness potentially. Volcasaurus, and then finally Shark Fortress if you're looking to go for those OTKs. For rank 6s, we have Gauntlet Launcher, I definitely would replace this with Concealer Ptolemy M7 if I did own one. The Gauntlet Launcher is not bad on its own, considering you can just attach a material to destroy a monster on the field, which can be useful in some matchups. We have number 39, Utopia Beyond. This can just reduce an opponent's monster down to 0, which can be very useful for going for extra damage. And then finally the 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, which can just negate monster effects. So now to wrap it up with the side deck, I kind of put this together just really quickly, but I feel like it's a pretty decent side deck, but there's obviously some different things you can kind of splash in depending on where you're playing and the meta that is there at the event you're playing with this deck. So starting off, we have the free Wavering Eyes. Since this is a pendulum deck, you can obviously take full advantage of this card's effects, potentially gain its 4 or more effect off of it, which can be very powerful. If you pull off that last effect there, along with the other effects that could potentially be gained just with how much advantage you're getting off of it. The free MST, just to get rid of annoying floodgates. Even though you don't play many traps, you don't really want to run into Royal Decree, since there will be people that will want to side that just to try to get over your Tyrant's Throws, so MST is useful for that. Then we have the 1 Dark Hole and 1 Raigeki. Useful for going second if you need to get over a big board and just try to push through for the game. Then we have the free Imperial Iron Wall, of course for Cosmo, Infernoids, and even Ritual Beasts if that happens to be a thing. Then we have the 2 Chaos Trap Hole to stop Denko. Again, people can side in Denko just to try to stop your Tyrant's Throws plays, Vayne's Emptiness, Skill Drain. Then we have the 1 Solemn Warning, and finally the 1 Torrential Tribute as another board wipe. And of course, it doesn't really get in your own way that much since your pendulums will just go to the extra deck. So that is it for the deck profile on my Igknights for the November 2015 ban list. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And when it comes to ads, don't skip it, just click it. And I'll catch you guys next time.